Hello and blessings of this season of light to you. It's Treasure Chest Tuesday and it is Christmas Eve. I'm so happy to be with you for this solstice season. The birth of light in every tradition. It's remarkable. The solstice, Christmas, Christ consciousness, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and in every tradition and culture for eons of time, there has been a recognition of this season to honor the birth of light without understanding it always. But here we are. And if you find yourself in a space that you'd really not, would rather not be in, whether that relates to loneliness, overwhelm, a sense of being with a lot of relatives and you sure would rather be in a meditative quiet state, or you're in a meditative quiet state and you wish you could be with more people you love. All of those are factors at this time. Fear is some of the biggest factor that comes up at this time as we turn and move into a rebirth time. It's like, what's going to happen? This is a beautiful time, but yikes, the future looks really, you fill in the blank. So in this cycle of rebirth, as we allow something to die, I would suggest that we allow our fears to go. I know there's a lot of things we want to collectively let go of, but starting with your fear, because it is your story of fear, your emotional response to things in the place of fear that holds back the tide of what light wants to come through you. So, blessings of reverence for the light that we do know in this world. And there is always a light of the soul that lives in each of our hearts. And today we want to bring that forward even more for ourselves and for the world. Yay! Don't we want that really? We do, we do, we do. So we're going to do a little heart light meditation to all that our world holds for us, all that we wish for the world to be held, and for whatever is important to your heart. Your life matters, your light matters, and it can do tremendous things. We'll just call it things. At this time, especially, we can take advantage of this season of magic and joy and love and peace being known as never before. All those elements we hold in our sacred heart space. You can draw on them at any time. If you don't know how, you just have to tap into, maybe it's a memory of a moment of peace. Maybe it's honoring that little piece of joy that came forward for you today when you looked at Instagram. Whatever it is, let that live in your heart. Let that bloom in your heart. Really make a sense of a rich soil for the joy and the peace that you do know at this time. Let there be light because of your joy and peace at this time. So let's do our heart light meditation. So the first thing you want to do is put your attention on that beautiful sacred heart of yours. It's behind that emotional heart. When we get caught in the emotional heart, the sacred heart turns off. Just saying. When you get caught in sympathy, overly empathic for what's not in the world, in your emotional heart, it cuts off what can happen in your sacred heart. So we're going to go to our sacred heart first, okay? So feel yourself tapping into that deeper space behind your physical heart. And in that deeper space, it may feel dark, blank, filled with light, whatever it is, doesn't matter. That dark is a creative void just waiting for your light. So in that space, I want you to bring in a light Maybe it's a candle. Maybe it's a ball of light. Maybe it's the sun or a star. Whatever is light-filled for you. And as you hold that space in your beautiful sacred heart, honoring light within you, with you now, it can be a light of peace. It can be a light of joy. It can be a light of love, whatever you choose. Or it can just be light. And as you hold that light sacred for yourself, we're going to bring this light into the world in 2 phases, bringing this beautiful light. So take a deep breath, honoring, revering this light that is always within you. Take a deep breath of thanksgiving that this light always abides, whether we're conscious of it or not. Take a deep breath to receive that light into your physical heart, your whole energy field, your presence. You are that light. I am that light in this world. And as you feel that light in your sacred heart blossoming and coming into your body, I want you to imagine in your heart before you, I want you to feel a sensation of someone, a situation, a group of people, your family, whatever it is, a pet, whatever it is that you want to bring light to. Now, we're not going to send light to them. We're going to do it differently. So just bring your attention and awareness to whatever it is in this moment you want to bring your precious light to. And feel that heart of light first within you that you've created. And then sense that there is a light within their heart or the heart of that situation. There's a light. There's always a light. There's always a soul to the situation. There's always a light in that situation, that person. Maybe deep and buried, but there's always a light. And then sense that. Maybe you have to imagine it. Maybe you feel like you're making it up because you can't believe that person has any light. It's there. And then what you're going to do is connect a thread, a golden thread, maybe it's a silver thread, a light colored white thread of light between the light in your heart and the light of that person, that presence, that situation. So that you're always holding the light within you, and there's a thread to the light that is there that it may blossom and grow. But you hold this light within you, most importantly, sacred first. And that never leaves. As you extend that thread to connect that light between your light and their light, to allow it to be inspired, ignited, grow. And then what you're going to do as you've done that, take a few deep breaths and let that happen. You are the light of the world, lighting up another aspect of your beautiful world. Breathing that light within you, holding it sacred first and foremost. And feel how that ignites even more light in your heart. Even more light in your heart to do this. And then our next level, we're going to imagine a place in the world, a culture, a people, a place in the world that you would like to bring sacred light to. First, you're going to remember you're not bringing the light to it. It already exists in some essence, right? So if it's a population in the world that is in dire need, so to speak, remember, if you feel they are in need, you're coming from a place of lack. You're aware of them. They're in your awareness. That's all you need to know. There is a light at the very heart of that people, that culture, that country, that situation in the world. There is a light in the midst of it. It may be very hidden. There is a light there. You're not taking your light and giving it away to that area. You are igniting the exchange of light between you by holding that beautiful light within you again. Attention on that. It's so magnificent. Always available. That candle that is never going out. And see or sense that light between your candle flame, your sun, to the candle flame that exists in that very country, that very situation. That thread that connects heart to heart, soul to soul, in that aspect of world, that light may come forward. And you are offering blessings of light, which include peace, joy, love, all that you wish from that space within your heart that is always burning brightly as a heart light, joining with the heart light that is available in every part of the world. And imagine all of us doing this right now. All of us. It's a ripple effect. It's an ocean of the presence of peace as light in the world. What a gift you are. What a gift of light you are to this world. May this abiding light within you now, that you have gifted to the world of light ever increasing, be the blessing of this solstice light season. And may it pour into an overflow for the creation of this new year ahead, for you and for all. With deepest love and joy and peace and light to each of you, that I hold sacred within me, a thread of connection now from my sacred heart of light to yours. May you drink that deeply. And I look forward to so much more in this new year ahead. Keep posted on my email list. If you want more, my email list is where I do the best stuff. I have a free event at class coming in the very beginning of January, so stay tuned. And yes, subscribing does send a voice to the universe that your light and your life matters, and you want to subscribe to where light is being increased, and it's here for sure. Blessings of light, joy-filled love to you at this beautiful season that we are collectively bringing forward now as never before.